What do you learn about the game of football from Coach Cherpak, and how proud is Coach Cherpak of you right now that you might be doing the same thing he did 30 years later?
I learned a lot from him. I learned just how to work hard. The program really taught me how to work hard.
Devin,
You switch this back to everyone. It switches spotlight.
What are some of the examples of the hard work that Coach Cherpak had you doing when you were Thomas Jefferson?
Just over the summers, running hills, doing ladders, just conditioning every day.
Devin, the day that Jalen decided to opt out, what was kind of your initial just kind of thoughts? I mean, obviously a big player like that leaves the defense in general, but, you know, at your position, what were those kind of initial things that were going through your head at that point?
I was a little confused I didn't really know what was going on, but I understand why he did it, and I support him fully, and I wish him the best of luck. And it just created an opportunity for me and all the other D tackles.
What was that next meeting, I guess, with Coach Partridge like with the defensive tackles? You know, was he basically saying like, "Hey, this is your guys' opportunity to step up"? I mean, what was the tone there, I guess?
That was basically the tone. Just it's an opportunity and it's open for the taking.
Devin, what was it like just, you know, playing under like Jalen for a year or two and kind of seeing how he worked and how he prepared for, you know, how he played?
It was amazing. He really taught me how to watch film, truly watch film, like dive into the smallest details in an O-lineman stance, the keys to get a good get off, and just a whole bunch of things.
Devin, and now that you've learned a lot from watching film, what are some of the things that you studied about yourself that you saw from last year and things you're seeing in practices right now that you're saying, okay, I got to work on that, the kind of stuff that you've been pushing yourself on every day?
It's just mainly footwork and just getting the fundamentals sound like consistent so everything's the same every play.
How do you feel now that you know who your first opponent's going to be? Start looking ahead a little bit now and anxious to actually play somebody else beside your own offense.
I'm really excited. Just looking forward to that day.
Devin, what's it like to have, you know, on that defensive line, you have Patrick, Rashad, Keyshawn, they're all seniors. I mean, how is it like easier to play with guys that are just so experienced?
Yes. Yeah, it's amazing. I learn something new every day from every one of them. It's just an amazing opportunity to play with them.
Devin, what did you learn about yourself last year? You know, getting a start, really kind of getting in the flow of things. I think you played in every game. What was last season like for you, and in preparing for this season, I guess, this opportunity that you have?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question again?
Yeah, sure. What did you kind of last season? What did you kind of learn about yourself? You know, the playing experience that you got, and kind of how does that help with the opportunity that kind of lies ahead here this season?
Last year, I really learned like how to prepare for a game. My freshman year, I got a couple plays in, but I really didn't know how to prepare for a true game week. And last year really taught me how to prepare going into a game.
How's the
Good.
How's the competition been with guys like Tyler and David Green and Kalijah and Keyshawn? I mean, how's that competition going?
It's a battle every day. We're just going out there and working our hardest. Everyone's trying to fight for the spot.
Devin, whenever we're able to watch practice, I like to watch Coach Partridge and how he runs you guys through drills. What's it like playing for him, and what have you learned from Coach Partridge in your time at Pitt?
It's amazing playing for him. It's just you learn small little details that you don't think matter at the time you learn them. But then when you start doing the small little details, everything sort of comes together and you become a better player.
What are some of those details, Devin?
It's just like stance. People don't really think about stance that often, but it affects your get off, and it just really helps to like nail in like a perfect stance, and then like hand placement and get off keys.
Devin, what would it mean to you to be starting on September 12th?
That's a dream come true. It really is. It's been my goal since high school. I wanted to play college football, and that's just another step to playing more.
Devin, when you're lined up at D tackle, are you lined up against Jimmy Morrissey a good bit of the time?
Decent amount.
What's it like going up against Jimmy?
Oh, it's great. It's a battle every day. You get to go against an amazing center, and it makes me better every day.
Devin, go.
What do you think makes him a good center?
It's just he's fundamentally sound. His hands, his footwork, and he's just his IQ too of the game of football. It's just amazing.
Devin, going back to high school, whenever you were looking to, make a decision on a school, what really stood out about Pitt and what kind of led you to, pick Pitt?
I really wanted to stay home. I love being close to my family. I love that they can come to games, and I love the coaches here and just the team.
Devin, I noticed some pictures before back in high school. You had like the blonde hair. What happened? Were there was highlights or what?
Every year before camp, every single football player on the high school team would dye their hair blonde.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes.
What if you didn't want to, Devin?
Most people that wanted to.
So you got no problem with it?
No problem. I actually did it last year too.
You ought to try that, Jerry, before the first game this year.
If I have any left, I will.